Okay, so we are on the final assembly of the bag. So I want you to take your outside of your bag, and it's going to be, I want the right side to be facing you. And we're going to place the straps. So take your measuring tape measure, and from the seam, you're going to mark 4 inches. So 4 inches on this side and on this side. So 4 inches and 4 inches. And then take one strap and make sure it's not twisted. You're going to take right sides together and place the edge of that strap even with the edge of the bag at that 4-inch mark. So I'm gonna, there's a picture on the pattern also. So I'm gonna do 2 pins there, and I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna make sure it's not twisted. I'm gonna bring it around here. I'm gonna do 4 at the 4-inch mark here. And I'm gonna trim this off a bit. It's scraggly. And I'm placing it here. So then I like to test it and look at, make sure that it's not twisted and it's 4 inches. Now I'm going to turn it over to the other side. And I'm going to mark my 4 inches from the seam. 4 inches. Where's my chalk? Okay, 4 inches. My 4 inches. And I'm going to take my other strap and I'm going to, oh, I've got some more scraggly threads. I'm going to place the raw edge even where I put my 4-inch mark, so that that 4-inch mark is at the edge of the strap. And then make sure it's not twisted. I'm going to put that even with the 4-inch mark. So now I'm going to stitch that in place. So I'm going to test it. It's not twisted. Ooh, doesn't that look cute? I've got my bag. It's going to be so cute. Okay, move that. I'm going to stitch those handles in place, those straps in place. So I'm going to go across the top. And just have to do each of those. So it might take me a second. And I am so close to being done with my bag. That I'm getting excited about how cute it's going to look. Okay, so my straps are on. So now I need to put the lining, or my other side, on. So I'm going to take my lining and I'm going to line it up. I'm going to do it so that the pockets are on opposite sides, but you could do it either way. And I need to put this bag inside the other bag so that the right sides are facing. So my lining is inside out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin these together around the top edge, and I'm going to line up my seam allowances on the side. So first pins are going to go into my seam allowances. So I put a pin there and a pin there, and then I'm going to pin all around the seam, the top seam. So it should match because I cut it at the same time. So there should be no reason why it wouldn't match. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch all the way around, leaving a 4-inch opening at the sides. I'm going to leave it the sides. I don't want to leave it, I kind of think I don't want to leave it where one of the straps are, because I'd like to reinforce where the straps are. So I'd rather leave it, and I don't want to leave it on the front of the bag, you know, where people might see it. That would be bad. So I'm going to leave that opening on the side where the seam is. So that means I'm going to start and stop right here, leaving that opening so I can turn it right side out. So once I'm done pinning, I'm going to sew that, and then I'm going to turn it right side out, and I'm going to press it, and then I can do, once I press it, I'm going to top stitch it again, and that's going to secure that opening. And then my bag's done. I can use it all I want to carry all the things that I have. And don't you know, I own a lot of things. Okay, done. Pins are in. So I'm gonna start here near the side seam. And when I come to a pin, I'm gonna actually, this time, instead of using a 1/4 inch seam allowance, I'm gonna go a little bit fatter, just to make sure that I catch everything. And by fatter, I'm using a 1/2 inch seam allowance, so it's not crazy fat. Seam allowance is just, I want to be able to catch the strap, and then when I do turn it at the right side out and I do that top stitch I can, it'll catch the strap again, and it just reinforces it, makes it stronger. You want to make sure that everything's laying flat. It's going to feel different when you go over the straps, because you're going over so many layers, so it might slow down or it might feel different. Okay, so now I've gone around. I'm going to back stitch, take it off, turn it inside out, right side out, right side out. And it's like birthing your bag through this hole. So this is the fun part, because you get to see what you made. And it's, so, oh, here come the straps. What's coming next? Oh, what's coming next? Another strap. Okay. If you've made your hole, the hole to turn it too small, you can always open that up a little bit more. Okay, and ta-da, my bag. Okay, and so now I'm gonna stuff the lining into what I'm calling the right to the wrong side. So cute, so cute. Okay, gonna push this out of the way so I can iron this out. And so before I top stitch, I want to make sure that it's all pressed really nicely. And here at the edge where I had that opening, that's really important to get those pressed down. And then once you press it, you're going to go around that edge. I think I'm going to match my handles, since I did my handles twice. I think I'm going to do the same thing. And then your bag is done. And so when you're finished with your bag, you're going to take a couple pictures of it, turn it in to on canvas. You get a grade for this. And then you can use it, or you can gift it, or you can make more, You can make it again if you think that you can do a better job, or you want to make it out of a different fabric. You probably, you know, if this was your first time making something, you could probably do even better job. So, like I said, last step is to top stitch just around this top edge, but done.